Guys laying down all the goods before we even start.
I don't know if that's what that was, but
You guys good? You look good.
thanks. You too.
Hey, thanks. Fredo, do you got those blazers handy? It looks like God stepped in on those.
Them ones.
Hey. Now, would you say that's 100% better or 1,000? Because those are hot now.
1,000, dude.
1,100%.
I wouldn't have been wearing these if they didn't look like these.
Yeah. Like when you first made the purchase, you're like, what am I doing with these red and yellow joints?
Yeah, this was my plan all along, but even like with that, just like getting them in hand and seeing the original state, it was just like, I don't know. It's like, what was I getting myself into kind of thing? But they turned out really good.
Real quick for anybody who's just hearing this for the first time, what did you do to make those look so good?
Yeah, so for all the listeners at home, I bought the off-white blazer low and removed the back heel tab. After doing that, there was a lot of like excess glue in that, so I just sanded that off with like a little Dremel kind of thing. I got the swoosh painted black, and I switched out the secondary lace for like a Travis Scott rope lace, and then coffee dyed the white, like off-white lace that came in it.
It's so much subtle work that makes such a big difference. You mentioned something today about a pair we're going to talk about. I'd change this about it. Does it give you more confidence in this, like, I'll make it how I actually want it? I'll buy shoes that aren't the best, and I'll make them the best.
Yeah, like I don't know, I've aged shoes before, and it's not like, I don't know, we've kind of all been doing it for a little bit, but this was definitely like, I don't know, you could say a bigger project that I took on.
Really
That
had them bitches up on the hoist.
Yeah, actually involved a little bit of work. So no, I'm stoked on how these ones came out. And
Yeah, you should
I
be.
don't know, definitely makes me want to take on something else now, but we'll see.
It's all possible. Well, this is Sneaker Show. I mean, we're people who talk about sneakers all week. We're in the chat, and then we get together and talk about what we've been sharing with each other. That's what Sneaker Show is. My name's Tim. I go by Tim. We also got Nathan, Young Tabasco, and we got Shay, 403 Fredo. So, I'm so excited to talk about these shoes today, man. Shay's going to tell us about the Jordan 1 Low UNC with some gray on it. It is a totally new take on the Jordan 1 Low, and it's not a collab. Tabby's going to tell us about the Air Max 1 Duck Pack. And I've got more Air Maxes for you. The Canadian Tuxedo Edition. All denim, boy. Thank you for listening. There is a YouTube version of this podcast if you'd like to see what we're talking about. There's a link in the description. Before we move ahead, I just want to thank you for listening, for watching. We're trying to grow this thing, and growing podcasts is tough in 2022. There's a billion out there. So if you're here with us, you know somebody who's into sneaker culture, it'd be a huge solid if you let them know about the podcast. We love you. All right, let's start with some shoes in the news. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
They're calling these the Rupert Dunks.
Like from Survivor?
Like from Family Guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Stewie's teddy bear. Yeah.
like that guy from the college?
Like that guy from the college.
Roop.
Roop.
Shay knows who I'm talking about.
I know Rupert.
Yeah.
These are going by Teddy Bear. It is a retro dunk. It does not have the fat tongue. We're looking at a brown shoe, a lot of brown. Couple different shades. There's sort of a fuzzier suede on the base. And, oh yeah, the tag on the swoosh is something we've never seen before. Cream-colored swoosh. It's got sort of leather stitched to the side with some X's, and it says Nike on it. Guys in the comments were like, that's the first thing to go if I get these. There is a teddy bear face laser engraved on the heel. Looks a lot like Rupert from Family Guy, as you can see here. It's just a brown dunk, guys. What are we thinking? Do you like this?
Interesting that it's not an SB, hey?
Mm-hmm.
The take on it like that, you'd almost kind of assume it was. Yeah, I don't mind this. I don't know if I need it, but I don't dislike it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these. I don't know if it's just like those laces or what, but
Yeah, describe that lace. What do you see?
It's like brown with like blue. I don't know. It's like a heathered blue in it. I don't know. They're not great.
Almost like a hiking boot or a hockey skate kind of lace. Not something you normally see on the Dunks. That's just some shoes in the news. Man, you want to talk about a wild pair? This popped up this week. We got the CPFM Grinch. They're just calling it Grinch shoes. Can you describe what we're looking at? It's the Grinch's feet. Really? I don't know a lot about this cactus plant flea market deal. They had those shoes that were going to come out that were like, it looked like you stepped in moss or something, and then they weren't released. To me, it looks like they just put some Grinch fuzz on top of those. They got the weird sole. They got the yin yang on the heel. I don't think they're identical shoes. One is different than the other.
I wonder what they look like if you cut that off.
Who the hell is gonna buy
Like
that?
if you shave that,
You get,
give
oh
it
my
give it a
God.
little fade.
Dude, the moment you're taking a razor, what are you gonna manscape these things?
100%.
The moment you're taking a razor to these, you should just bought a different pair of shoes.
That's a really funny take, man. I didn't think about it like that. Not only could you dye the fur, you could give it a haircut. You going buzz? How you going to style these? Like you parting it down the middle, giving them bangs?
Give it that gump cut, that high and tight.
God damn it, Gump. You're a
You just
goddamn
keep-
genius.
He just keeps coming back up in this, man.
This is the Forrest Gump Appreciation Pod. So we don't know much, but they are saying Christmas release. That makes sense.
Who's gonna buy these?
Who?
I would consider just for the fit pick.
What's the caption?
Oh God. There'd be a bunch of good ones to pick from, I'm sure.
You could get some antlers on your dog on Franklin.
Yeah.
Dial it in. We know a little more about these dunks. The Fro Skate Dunk High. Fredo brought these to us a little while ago. This guy on Instagram was just explaining some details that I didn't know about. So they are wear away. These are not identical shoes, but if you wear one away, it will be just like the other one. So they're opposites. Does that make
Jim-
sense?
Is that Jim Gaffigan?
The guy in the back here?
Yeah.
The beard?
God, great pictures of him, hey? Holy.
Yeah, he'd be happy how we're featuring him. I was just trying to grab these stills off of a reel, and it might not be his best moments. But if you
Action
wanted
shots, to say the least.
Bronson in this bitch, it's like a lime green and teal green, and you can make both like that if you wear away the other one that's red and yellow. Also, hearts on the toe box instead of just little circles. And embossed on the side, one shoe says all love, and on the other one it says no hate. I think we can all get behind that.
Nah.
No. All hate, no love. Is this the pair we're most excited about this year now?
Yes.
What is this?
The Zion Williamson Voodoo Jordan 1 Low. This is the only pair I have seen coming out in the foreseeable future that I really want. And it's nice to know that they are coming out, or even a little bit, because we kind of were speculating that they weren't. And yeah, what a pair this is. The color palette is just unreal.
There are multiple materials. It's all earth tones. Got the rope lace. You can see some stitching that you don't normally see. And the Wings logo on the back is different. I've never seen it like this before. They put it upside down. It's upside down. If you flip it up, it says something. So you got Voodoo on one shoe and Zion on the other.
This is more of a Travis Scott one than maybe that last one was.
For real. Yeah. I'm excited that this is happening. You know those are my colors. And I love a patchwork shoe.
You buying those, Tim?
The Zions?
Yes.
If the opportunity presents itself, I'm in. We don't play that resale game though.
I'll pay resale for them.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't. Like, that's what I gotta do for these. That's what I gotta do for these.
How high are you willing to go for the Zions?
Not that high.
I would go decently high.
4?
Oh yeah,
5?
probably not.
No,
Maybe.
I top out at like 3. 3 shipped.
Well, let me just mention this other thing that's in the news. We're talking about Travis.
What does this have to do with it?
You were talking about how the Zions look like more of a Travis shoe, right?
Cran? Or are we looking at Cran?
Sorry, we can go to the Cran after this. I just wanted to mention Travis. Travis Scott's back on stage. He played some big shows in London at the O2 Arena this week, and they say he was making $1 million a night on merch. Shirts are selling for 70 to 125 USD, and in one night, $1 million came in. That is the new record. BTS had the record before. They did just under 1 million, but this is the new sold the most t-shirts in a night situation. So here's my question for you. The shoes he has out now, the reverse mochas, the Ridge Rock, they're going for about 1,700. Where are they at a year from now? Because it seems like Travis is ramping back up. If he ever dipped, he's ramping back up again.
What if he gets canceled again, though?
That's why he did 1 million in sales, because he's got 1 million lawsuits coming at him from every concert he performs at.
And like,
I don't know. I think they'll touch like 2 bands, but apart from, I don't know. I think they'll be right around where like the OG ones are at right now.
Yeah. I don't know. The more of them that come out, I feel like the less special they get.
that's what worries me. I'm sitting here going, I could do this. I could make the purchase, leave them in a box, pretend I don't even have them. A year from now, maybe I make my money back, or maybe I make $1,000. I don't know. He's got more coming out though too. He's got those all black ones. I don't know if that helps him having so many pairs. Anyway, that's the Travis speculation. We looked at these shoes recently and we went, I don't know if that's for me. But then this guy, Cran, who we've mentioned before, did a customization on the Stussy Air Maxes, these new ones. They're the 2013 Air Max. And the dye job's insane. This is an ice dye. So the difference, you guys ever done an ice dye?
I've seen it.
I've wanted to try it. I've just had nothing to try it on.
Cool. Well, explain what it is.
You put that dye powder on top of a bunch of ice cubes, and then you put the ice cubes on top of the shoe, and then it just kind of melts into it.
I think it's the like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
No, please.
I was just gonna say. I think for like doing like a tie dye job on a shoe, I think that's like, I don't know, probably the easiest way and one of the only ways that you can get it to look like it was actually tie dyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really knot a shoe up like you would a t-shirt, put it in the elastic bands. I've seen both ways where they sprinkle the powder dye on first and then cover it in ice, and as the ice melts it does its thing, and you can do the other way as well, ice and then the powder on top. Cran did a shirt to match and the whole fit is fire. Dude, if I worked at Stussy, I'd be like, maybe we should just make this the release. Can we do something like this? Shout out, Cran. You're welcome on Sneaker Show Podcast. Tell us your secrets. Boys, this is the big pair of the week, I think. There's a lot to love. There's a couple things that might rub you the wrong way. I'm going to pass it over to Fredo.
Yes, these are the Jordan 1 UNC Grey lows. I don't know. I think this is like a completely new take on the Jordan 1 low. It gives off like major Union vibes with just like all the colors they used and just the overall like color blocking of it. I really like the tongue and like the color of the outsole and how it's aged. I think that like tan color is really hard to get. That like creamy color. I'd probably swap out the tongue tag or just cut it off to that next stitch. If it was me, that's like the only kind of stipulation that I have with them. Apart from that, I think they're sick. Probably a shoe that's made me the most excited to come out this year. Nothing really for info on these yet, but Yankee Kicks on Instagram has a ton more photos of these. He's kind of the first guy to make them public, but I think they're sick.
The cut on these is unlike anything we've seen before. The tongue's so high. It is not that 85 cut like we see on some of the new lows. It has the Wings logo down on the heel. And the way that the base is all that same color as the collar, it sits on the foot different than any other low. And you really like that, hey?
Yeah, I love it. The only thing that I don't really like is the tongue on them. Just how high up it comes. I also don't really like that it has a Jumpman logo, but I think it'd be easy enough to either swap out or just cut off. But
It kind of looks like somebody cut off a high top pair, and that's why the tongue's so wacky.
Yeah.
Nathan, do you like them?
Kinda. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like they're a good shoe, but again, probably not one I need. It's a cool idea. There's just, yeah, I don't know. I think they just could have executed it better. That's all.
Yeah, they got the full UNC toe. If you just cover up the top part, you're like, oh yeah, these are fire for sure. And then you're like, hold on, we're doing the gray thing on the back here. It feels a little Frankenstein to me, but maybe things change when they're in hand. Young Tabasco.
Yes.
What is this?
We've got more Duck Air Maxes. Can you believe it? It's the year of the Duck Air Max,
Yeah.
essentially. So these are rumored to be inspired by the ugly duckling pack of Dunks. We've got there's that veneer ceramic and then the
Oh, it
plum
is
dunk.
inspired by that because it totally looks like it.
Yeah, that bottom pair for sure does.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Like the suede on these looks crazy. There's no release date other than 2022 is what they're saying. So we're supposed to still get them this year. This is definitely a fall shoe, so I'm kind of hoping we get them then. We had 2 colorways so far. There's 3 in that ugly duckling pack, so maybe we'll get one more. But I mean, that first pair really doesn't follow suit with that. But it is duck colors, so it does have that going for it. I like that orange pair. That almost seafoam green on them really, it's just really nice. It really makes it pop. That black on the toe box doesn't even really bother me just because the other colors are so nice. That's
Guy hates
it's
black
just,
shoes.
well, it's just tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like generally on the toe box, it's not too good, but this one it's a little more subtle. But I mean, this is a different shoe than what we deal with when we're looking at like a Dunk or a Jordan 1 or something where it's a lot more predominant on the toe box.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, fan of these. I don't hate that top pair, but if I had to pick, I would take the bottom pair, I think. How are we feeling, boys?
I really like the Dunk pack. They were what, veneer and ceramic, yeah,
And plum.
and plum. One had a real Ninja Turtle vibe,
Yeah.
but all that nice suede. I agree with you. I like the yellow on the top pair. I like the way the laces match the swoosh. I like the seafoam green on the. Oh, it's the swoosh, the lace, and the bottoms, the outsole. Yeah, they pulled it together on these. I would purchase. That's how I feel. Retail for me, please.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not super into them. If they fell in my lap, I probably wouldn't say no. They're super clean, well done. But I mean, if you guys asked me to enter a raffle for your size, I definitely would. But no, they're clean. I don't know if they're for me, but they're super nice.
Duck on the back is fire.
Yeah.
What's the other Duck Air Maxes that we were looking at?
Casinas.
Right. The Korean one, yeah.
Yeah, the wedding wooden duck.
All right. I've got some Air Maxes to talk about.
Look at
All
these.
blue.
Look at that.
All blue.
Look at that midsole.
Hey? That is the color of the midsole in 2022. Hey, let's go.
Throw your magic pens out the window.
No need. You know that piss-colored marker? Don't need it.
Your piss is that color?
I need to hydrate. All I drink is coffee.
I know that. 7 o'clock, Tim. Is that decaf? Nope. Oh. All right.
This Air Max has the PRM. We're talking premium, boy. The name Mineral Slate. It's a suede base, though the whole thing looks like it's denim. On top of that suede base and mudguard, you have actual denim. The upper is real denim. It's a light blue. We're looking at 3 shades of blue, kind of a baby blue, royal blue, and then that denim color. There's a lot of that creamy sail midsole action going on. I believe the Nike Air is stitched the same color as that as well. The stitching on the denim is this dark blue, and it's got a little swoosh on the toe box that you don't often see. My thing is, what do you wear with these? A lot of my pants are this color. I don't know that I can really go toe to hip in denim. Boys, if you pick these up, what do you wear with them?
All black and shorts.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the shoe, but just in terms of putting an outfit together, I couldn't justify picking them up.
Right.
What if it was all that suede though?
I think yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be a lot easier. As you were talking, I just Googled if you can bleach suede. Because I think if you bleach like the upper on it, that'd be sick.
Right.
But
That's true. Yeah, 'cause
yeah,
it would go
I
that,
don't know.
like cream color. That's a good idea.
I love the shoe, but in terms of trying to get it and building an outfit around it, it'd be a hard no for me.
Like just having the denim on these concept Air Maxes, that's hard enough. And the rest of it, like you got a million colors and textures to pair it with. But just the fact that the denim touches your jeans, it kind of limits what I can put together with it. So I'm glad you guys feel the same way. I was looking at it going, why do I like these? I know I can't really wear them unless I'm in black shorts.
It would work.
Hell yeah.
I think with the concepts too, there's like enough colors that it
Yeah.
makes it like way easier to line up an outfit, let alone just like different shades of blue.
Word. Yeah, man. Well, that's what's going on. That's what we got. That's the presentation. That's what we've been chatting about. That's what got us excited this week. There was one other thing in the chat, and sometimes we like to go fast food on you. Best fries. Drive through best fries.
So are we going back to our original category? Because
Are
there was way too many on that list that we don't even have.
Well, Fredo said Shake Shack. I've never had Shake Shack. I hear it's
That's what
great.
I mean, I don't even
Slaps.
know. I don't know who that is.
Canadian. It's as long as it's Canadian.
That's the-
We're not all
The
this
basketball
traveled.
player? Basketball player?
Shake Shack?
Shake Shack O'Neal.
Yeah. Okay. You know who I'm talking about. Big guy.
Jesus Christ. He's a
Not
DJ. He goes by Diesel.
He's a doctor, Tim.
That's true.
He is a doctor. He prescribes was it icy hot or whatever it is.
Yeah, I did see those
Rollbacks.
commercials. Yeah.
The rollbacks, that's what it was.
Yeah. Robax O'Neal.
But you're living this Canadian life. We're hitting the drive-thrus. Who hits you with the best French fry? I'm going to say McDonald's.
It's not A&W.
It's not A&W.
It might be Wendy's.
They leveled up. It used to be real garbage around Wendy's.
Sean must have got in there. I like to believe that he's like on the potato machine, you know what I mean? Like just pulling the lever like Kronk.
Full disclosure, in Medicine Hat, Alberta, there's a Wendy's, and there's one gentleman who takes it seriously. His name is Sean.
He does
You are
his
lucky.
job, Tim.
Dude, if you pull up and that guy says hello, you're going to be taken care of.
It's not a job, it's his life, man. He's the Bo Jackson of Wendy's.
I have a little inside knowledge. I've worked at an A&W for 3 weeks. I did.
Nice.
Yeah, I started working there to get closer to a girl, and then and this is in Davidson, Saskatchewan, the midway town between Saskatoon and Regina. A Rough Rider bus pulled up, and we hit something called Code 5. That's when I quit. I'd only seen Code 3 up to that point. I did the take this job and shove it through my apron on the grill. But before I left, I made onion rings. They make onion rings in-house. There's a slicer. You have to batter them. It's a huge carry-on. Fries come in a bag off a truck. They sit in the freezer. It's nothing special.
So wait a minute, a bus full of people coming into your job,
Yeah.
wanting you to do your job, was what made you quit your
Oh.
job.
Right up to that point, it was all just slacking off and like deep frying things that don't go in the deep fryer. Dude, we had some fun.
What happened to the girl? That was the whole premise of the story, wasn't
Shout out Kelsey.
it?
The girl didn't even work in the kitchen. She was up front. I barely got any time with her.
God,
It was a fool's errand.
you would have been just better off going to A&W.
Yes, I could have just been a frequent customer. I would have saw her much more.
Hey Denise, is that a new hairnet?
Go Riders.
I'm going to the game.
I don't like when French fries still have like the potato skin on the end.
Oh, you're dead wrong, dude.
You like that?
Wendy's does that.
Facts.
Dude, Five Guys does that. It's the
Five
best
Guys fries aren't good.
You're lying.
They're soggy.
You're soggy.
Yours are. Yeah, that too.
Okay, well,
How
all
many
I've heard
times
is
you had them?
Five Guys.
The fries.
Well, I stopped having them. I'll go for a burger, but I'm not going to have a Five Guys fries. The ones that come in the brown paper bag? Mm-mm.
You say that like they've got other fries.
Different container, same fries. I'll have those.
Yeah. The ones that come in the cup, yeah. The bag ones, no. I quit.
Look, we've got a lot of criticism. Where are the good fries?
Wendy's.
Shazo,
I'd probably go with Wendy's, to be honest.
better than McDonald's. Hot, and I'm talking hot.
Well, you can get a Frosty to dip them into, which is a bonus.
He wasn't talking hot when he was talking Five Guys. I've had soggy McDonald's fries, Tim. They're soggy.
I also
It's true.
think
I've had
that
those too.
I think that
times
bad
than
Wendy's
not.
fries are better than bad McDonald's fries.
Ooh,
Yeah.
different category. That is
Mhm.
that might be fact. If you have the time, you can just tell McDonald's, hey, this isn't good enough, and they will make you fresh ones if you can wait. I've never pulled that at Wendy's.
I'm sure they.
You don't
spit
have
them,
to
too.
because they're way better.
They're still fine, even if they're just old.
Yeah,
and
there you
soggy.
go.
Yeah. Plus, you get to talk to Sean.
No, Sean gets to talk to you.
Hey, man.
When we first had our first like Sean at Wendy's experience, it was so close to closing, but he treated it like it was grand
that was
opening
a grand
day.
opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have thought he was taking the Queen's order.
Yeah. So that sneaker show, man, I mean, it's 1,000% sneakers around here. Nothing else.